they're going to put another one into the end zone as they just keep piling points on the scoreboard.
Man, you knew this one was over already, but how about an exclamation point to go with it? Another score for this offense. They've had themselves a great day, and the stats just continue to pile up.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point was good to finish things off. They couldn't draw up a drive better than that one. Just gashed them for the big play in the running game. One snap, one touchdown. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. The give to the lone running back. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line. When you know you have a team outclassed, the ability to play to that standard and finish with a blowout like this is really impressive.
And it's almost like playing against yourself, right? You know you're better. You know you're going to win the football game, but how do I continue to still execute? This was so easy, great execution, just beat down in every facet.
I think as a player, you just love being in such great rhythm, and we saw that right from the get-go in this game. Offense just able to matriculate the ball down the field. Defense was not giving anything up. What a great game plan coming in, and this was just total domination.
That's going to do it for us as the season marches on. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, and There's a chill in the air, the lights are on, and the stage is set for this tremendous game we have tonight. After a full day of college football, the sun is down, the lights are on, and we still have more for you on EA Sports. It's the Air Force Falcons and the Wildcats. Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer with you. Holly Rose down on the sidelines. We check in with her now.
Thanks, guys. The Wildcats head coach told me before the game, this running back has been unstoppable this season. He is ranked top 5 in the country in rushing yards, and people are starting to mention his name in the Heisman talk. He is really devastating at the line of scrimmage, showing patience running behind blocks, and Coach said he belongs in this conversation as long as he keeps his head down and continues to do his job. Back to you.
Appreciate that, Holly. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Falcons' offense makes its way onto the field to open this game. And Jesse, the man in the backfield today, not necessarily a superstar. They'll just try to have him grind out the tough yards when they need it.
He needs to be solid in this game. He doesn't need to be a Heisman Trophy winner today for them to win, but he has to get the yards when they present themselves. Take what the defense gives him, and you cannot turn the ball over.
Nah, you got to hold on to that rock, but it would be nice. I think this offense would really open up with some more consistency at this spot. A running back they can really depend on. He becomes that guy. If he can grow into that, this offense can take that next step.
This crowd going to try to make life miserable for these guys. On the option. Keeps it on the option. He was looking for some place to put his foot in the ground, but the defense was everywhere. He's knocked down behind the line.
And I think that time the quarterback made the wrong read. He was trying to pitch it. He didn't have to, though. There was a lot of green grass and space out in front of him. If he just holds on to that football, he might not score a touchdown, but he's definitely going to be able to at least get positive yards. I think that's a play on the option the quarterback would like to have back.
He's going to let one fly down the middle. Oh, he can't hang on to the football. A big play sitting right there for the taking, and they can't get it done early in this one. And the Falcons will bring the punt team onto the field. Having to kick it away after a 3-and-out's not what they had in mind. The coverage team was down there to corral him. They made the stop, and they'll mark it at the 39. The Wildcats offense will now get its first chance with the football. And we've said many times a tight end is the quarterback's best friend, but the last time these two played together, you could make the argument it was even more than family. It was like that thing, there is a friend who sticks closer than a brother, David.
It was really impressive. I mean, they put up big numbers. It seemed to work every time he looked to the big fella, he delivered. So, elite 1-2 punch. Jesse, how do you slow that guy down?
I mean, you just got to pick your matchup poison, honestly. You can put a safety against him and try to take advantage of the speed, but he's not going to be big enough to match up physically. If you go linebacker, you're not fast enough. So mixing and matching the looks, I think, is the best chance this defense has.
Looking to throw, it's Griffin. Complete. All the way down to the 25-yard line. They move the sticks. It's first down. The Wildcats want to pick up the tempo.
A nice passing game by this offense. The quarterback and the receiver on the same page, in time, in rhythm, creates the big play. And look at them. They're right back on the football, ready to run another play.
Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Here's a heat. Caught. And he will score. Touchdown, Wildcats.
You know, oftentimes in college football, the best offenses are the ones that can create explosive plays just like you saw right there. They're top 10 in the nation in points per game because they don't have to drive the field. They've got dudes scattered all over this offense that can take it the distance on any given play.
And the extra point makes it 7-0. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Air Force has it back, and the Falcon offense returns to the field. They went 3 and out on their first possession. Now to see if they can be more productive this time around.
And it's not sexy, and it's not these long plays all the time. But this QB does such a good job of picking up 4 to 5 and making it where you're always ahead of the sticks and just letting you know, we'll run.
There's some room. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45. First down here for the offense. Doing it himself again. Breaks into the open. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line. The Falcons with the 1st and 10. Gets the back moving. The option look. The keeper on the option. Still on his feet. And he put his foot in the ground and turned it upfield and turned it into a big play. Great decision to keep it. And the Falcons, after ripping off that huge run, let's see if they can do it again. They'll give it to the back. He stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. He'll run it again. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. The crowd getting behind this defense as they try to get a stop in the red zone. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here.
And I think on that last play, that's an example of the quarterback trying to predetermine who he wants to throw to, and instead of letting the defense dictate who gets the ball. Man coverage, that guy was not open that time out on the perimeter of the field. Still, he gave him a chance, but that thing had incompletion written all over it from the moment the ball left his hand.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
Wildcats sending their offense onto the field. Off to a good start here, and back to work now with a 7-3 lead. Looking for a man, it's Griffin. Stepping to the right, lets it fly. And that'll be incomplete. They tried to hit him with a big one on first down.
Well, this guy shot out of the cannon. 2 catches on the opening drive, and finally going back to him again. This time, they don't hook up, but he's a guy that needs to touch the football often, and I think this offense has to keep trying to find ways to get him involved.
Fine. Maybe some room here. Crosses midfield. The 30. 10. All the way. Touchdown, Wildcats.
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And it's no good. He missed the extra point. Only took 2 plays to find the end zone on that drive, and gashing them on the touchdown run finished it off. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Here comes the Air Force offense back onto the field. Maybe a little more urgency as they start this drive down 13-3. At the 35, he's loose. Took care of it himself. Running wide open down the gut of the field. Touchdown, Falcons. Once he got some room, it was over.
And there's more of an art to this than you know. Like, to stick the ball in the belly of the running back and read a defender perfectly. They bite on the running back. QB makes the right read in Palmer. It's nice to have those wheels to go all the way down the field and punch it in for 6.
Yeah, David, this is a coaching staff that wants him to run the football. And sometimes it's going to be designed runs. Sometimes it's going to be scrambles in the passing game. But the RPO is another way that he can hurt your defense with that speed you're talking about. Great decision to keep it. Nice job taking it all the way to the house.
To the air, it's Griffin. Rushes on him. That, friends, is a busted play. Incomplete. wonder how much fun this is for him. The head coach trying to take down the old alma mater across the way.
Yeah, I think these are always mixed emotions and how you feel about this, playing your old squad. Like, it's something about it, I'm sure, that's nostalgic, and all the memories probably come flooding back. But there's also a competitive element, Palmer, that you want to beat this squad. Like, this is...
Might have a chance. Past the 30. Past the 10. And he scores! Touchdown, Wildcats! That trip to the end zone is 25th career touchdown.
Man, he's been productive, just has a nose for the end zone. This dude's made big play after big play for his offenses, and that's 25 touchdowns, Palmer, on the ground for the big fella.
Pretty impressive, too, when you consider when you get close to that end zone, the defense is expecting run, they're loading the box. Still, this guy's been able to find his way in. 25, it's a nice number.
Coming out with it, it's Chambers. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The Falcons now set to take over on offense. There's certainly still a hill to climb, but they've got to make sure these drives pay off. Got a touchdown last time. Can they back it up here?
Well, and it's amazing in a football game how sometimes they'll surprise you with what you do. Once you get settled and you realize what's going on, now I'm comfortable with it. Jesse, this offense looked comfortable on its last drive.
They sure did. It looked like they started to find some momentum. So now it's on this defense to stop that, all right? You're a little bit upset based on what just happened the previous drive. You've got to bow up again and go back to what was working earlier in this game.
Yeah, and a great job by the offensive line, seeing the blitz, picking it up, and then it's on the running back. Running back finds the hole, gets a little bit of a crease, makes a nice run at it.
Second down, they'll go to the air. He just got rid of that one to save the down, didn't see anything he liked.
Well, even though that pass was incomplete, I wouldn't be shocked if this defense in the second half decides to play some deeper coverages. This offense has already shown they're willing to be aggressive, and they've got a lot of speed. Moving forward, this defense cannot afford to give up big plays in the passing game.
He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and fourth down's coming. Punt is on its way. And the coverage team surrounding the ball. No chance for the return man to get in there on that one. Wildcats come out to get things going on offense. Last drive went for 6. We'll see if they can do it again. Got it. Showing off that weight room work as he gets across the 20 and up to the 22.
Early in the game, as a DB, I'm settling in. It's okay if I give up 4, 6, 7 yards. I'm just trying to get settled in, gauge the speed, and then later on, I can adjust to the speed of the game.
Picked up 5 on that last pass play. Now it's 2nd and 5. Making side adjustments here. Wants to throw. It's Griffin. Blasted as he lets it go. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion.
I don't even know if the offense is aware that they have other eligible targets downfield. It feels like every single throw early in this game has gone this guy's way.
Got enough for the first. That'll be enough for a fresh set of downs. He gets it to the 32.
Well, as a defense, you know this is going to be a challenge every time you face this offense. They're one of the 25 best in the nation at getting first downs because they can pick them up in a variety of ways, including running the football. You have got to be physical when facing off against this offense.
That one never had a chance. Incomplete.
Well, that was the guy the quarterback wanted to go to right from the jump, but a better job by the defense in coverage forcing the incomplete.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. They'll run the option. And the ball is free on the pitch. Defense swarming on that loose ball. It'll be a turnover. Great place to start for this offense. They'll send the back in motion. They're going to throw it to start the drive. Snags it, and he's open. Touchdown, Falcons. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
And these slants are so hard to defend when the ball's thrown like that. The receiver catches it, and he's catching it going so fast, and you could tell the defense couldn't quite get the right angles, and he does the rest, uses his speed, gets all the way to the end zone.
From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. And he'll be stopped. Return gets it out across the 25, stopped at the 26. Wildcats come out and set and ready to go. As it turns out, the fumble on that last drive set up the touchdown, David.
And there's no bigger stat in football than turnovers. You turn the football over, they turn it into points. Jesse, that is not a recipe for success.
Good news, though, they get another chance, right? They can make amends with this drive right here. That's all that's important. You've got to execute and you've got to lock in.
And the offense has a little bit of success, and what do? They push that turbo button right back on the line, ready to run another play.
Pushes ahead for a couple. They'll mark it at the 33. It'll be 3rd and short from their own 33. He wants to change this route. Scanning the field, it's Griffin. Got his man on the right. Good effort, but he's going to come up a little bit short. It'll be 4th down and 1. They were really hopeful he could make a guy or two miss and pick up the 1st down, but he comes up a little short.
Yeah.
Hold on a minute. The offense still out there going for it in their own territory. Needs it to keep this drive alive. At the 45 on his way. Right down the gut of the field. He is in. Touchdown, Wildcats.
David, this guy's showing us everything he's got in his toolbox. Between the tackles, running outside, the elusiveness, the vision, the speed, the patience. And with that home run, now has over 200 yards rushing in this game.
And there's nothing more frustrating than a guy that just keeps coming and keeps coming. They keep feeding him, and he keeps breaking tackles. He keeps making big plays. This defense has had absolutely no answer for that stud.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. The give to the back. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Back to pass. Under heat, he gets rid of it.
In most instances, I would say really, really nice decision by the quarterback. But when you've got speed like this guy has, I think you'd sometimes, instead of throwing it away, would like to see him take off and see if he can go make something with his feet.
It's complete to the left. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the 1st down. And the punt will go into the end zone, and the ball comes out to the 20 on the touchback. Both teams made no secret they wanted to target their big play receivers, and they've done just that in the 1st. Now, I'm not going to argue if this production keeps up as we start the 2nd. So they'll go back to work after changing into the field. Looking downfield, it's Griffin. Pressure coming. Working on the right. They get it out to the 36 and on the move after a pickup of 15. That's the way to give yourself some breathing room. Now the 2nd play of the drive from the 36. Looking to throw on 1st down. Hauls it in.
And a really nice job by the wide receiver. You run a drag route, find space. They're in zone coverage. They're not covering man-to-man. Find a little hole. Look at that QB. Y'all get on the same page. You could tell they were, and that's why they got the 1st down.
Finds his big tight end. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play. Here they come, facing 3rd and long from the 40. There's a crease. Smashes him with the stiff arm. Inside the touchdown, Wildcats. Into the end zone with a breakaway score. They've extended the lead and taken control here in Week 9.
Have your yourself a day, young fella. You know why they handed him the ball a lot? Because he did that. That's his 4th trip to pay dirt. This dude has shown you a little bit of everything. What a great back. And 4 touchdowns on the day.
PAT unit on the field. The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they finished the deal with a 60-yard run to the house. He'll bring it out. It's Chambers. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. And the Air Force offense ready to take over. After giving up that score, now it's incumbent on this offense to kind of get a back and forth going, Jesse, in this game.
They got to put some points on the board here. There's obviously a lot of football to go, so it's not necessarily panic time just yet, but I'm getting the ball into the hands of my best playmakers on this drive.
I hear you, Jesse, but not panic time. Have you seen my defense?
There he goes. And an explosive play has him on the move, and he gets it all the way to the 48-yard line. You get a play like that, and you feel like you can go in and finish the deal. It'll be 1st and 10 from just inside the 50. And he's brought down after a nice gain. The Falcons will snap it on 1st and 10. Oh, he's got it. There's a little room there. And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, Air Force.
Well, on that run, he shows you why he's so dynamic. He's got all the tools in the toolbox to hit the home run, David, and they're going to stay patient with him. They know they're not going to score a touchdown every single time they give it to him, but he is that guy that can break the game wide open for this offense. Expect more from him.
Yeah, and then once you start giving it to him, you create that balance on offense. Then you can play action and suck those linebackers up. So it's only going to help this offense make it more two-dimensional as opposed to one. Get the running game going, and then it opens up the pass.
Holly Rowe has an update.
Here on the Wildcat sideline, this has turned into a ground attack. Both teams able to run the ball, but they want to answer right now, see if they can...
Makes the grab in their space. Out of bounds at the 43-yard line after the huge pickup.
And another connection and another big play for this offense. And they keep the gas to the floor. Like they're still throwing the football, still making big plays. And this defense, they still have found 0 answers in how to get back in this football game.
A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop.
A nice job being gap sound by this defense. And here you go. Watch with this.
Oh, he's got some space. And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Wildcats. He scores for the 5th time in this game.
And just keep feeding this guy the football, and this scoreboard's going to keep lighting up. This dude is unbelievable. He needs just a little bit of space, and he has gone off to the races. This offense, David, has so many weapons, but this running back is a game changer.
He is, and so many weapons is right, and this defense has had absolutely no answer so far, giving up way too many points early in this football game. They need to have a conversation on the sidelines, get the defensive coordinator, get everybody involved. They need more juice, and they got to find some answers fast.
Tackled and brought down at the 16-yard line after the return. Air Force has it back, and the Falcon offense returns to the field. Trailing now by 17, David. This is an opportunity that they need to answer.
And down by 17, it's not panic mode yet. Like, I know we just gave up some points and our defense hasn't played great. I think this offense can still be who they are and stay consistent.
No doubt, lots of football to go, but you do get the feeling this is the time of game where, you know, it could get bad. If you don't score and all of a sudden they get the ball back, they take it down the field and put some points up, this thing might be over. So absolutely, this quarterback, he wants to drive this offense down the field and at least put something
on the option. He'll try to get to the marker himself. They got him on the ground. Great tackling by this D to stop him short of the first down marker. And the Falcons will call on their punt team. 4th time tonight we've seen this guy come on to punt. There is a lot of real estate in front of this offense as the ball is touched dead at the 5.
And that is why this punter is such a big weapon. He can completely flip the field. He's got a cannon for a leg. That was a moonshot. They were able to get downfield, and now this offense, they've got a lot of work to do if they're going to score.
Makes the grab on the left. He stopped just short of his own 20-yard line, but it is enough for the first down.
This receiver is such a weapon, and he has so much speed, and he can generate explosive plays for your offense, not just running go routes and post routes, but how about throwing him the drag, letting him catch it, and use his speed to turn it upfield.
It's complete. Finally forced out of bounds, maybe a step shy of midfield. They'll mark it at the 49.
It feels like everything this play caller has called has worked so far in this first half for the offense. They've generated a really nice lead, lighting up the scoreboard, and they're staying aggressive. They're throwing the football. They're dictating everything right now to the defense.
Make the stop at the 40, but it's a 10-yard gain and a fresh set of downs. Down to 2 minutes before the half, and they'll take the timeout and see if they can add a little more before the break. Now from the 40, it's 1st and 10. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Cook. He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening. And the Wildcats will have it 1st and 10. Dropping back, it's Griffin. Under fire. Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. Defense covering it up and not letting the offense get it back. It's a turnover. From the gun, the running back looking for room. And the defense makes the stop after a minimal gain. The Falcons headed quickly to the line.
And after that run, getting right back up to the line of scrimmage to go hurry up, defense has to be ready.
Wants to fire on 2nd down. Right down the middle. The sure hands, it's Chambers. And this defense was flailing as he weaved his way and got down to the 26. This offense always looking for those big, explosive plays, and now they've got it just inside the 30. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10. Now the offense wants to make sure everything's straightened out, and they call their first timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. They run into a bit of trouble here. 3rd and long from the 25, and the last thing they want is to get knocked out of field goal range. He'll set up to throw. Using the quick game. He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one. Their hope for a touchdown gone by the boards, but they'll try to put up 3 before going to the locker room. And he's already made 1. The holder will put it down at the 26 for a 36-yard try. They'll use a timeout right before halftime, maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. So they are denied a touchdown on this drive, but they'll try to put up a 3 spot before the break. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half, maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Their hope for a touchdown gone by the boards, but they'll try to put up 3 before going to the locker room. And this one is perfect. That'll close the gap to 14.
And that's a nice end to this first half. Put points on the board, create a little bit of momentum. You're still losing, I know. Go into the locker room, talk about some adjustments, and come out with some momentum.
On the run from inside his own 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Men, Week 9, go time. So let's get down to business with a notable update from the world of college football. We begin with Arizona State taking on the number 9 team, the BYU Cougars. And it's the Sun Devils, able to escape with a 3-point victory. Talk about an upset. It gets them to 4-1 on the season, and it's got to be looked at as a solid start. Here now, some other games you may have interest in, and social media has some sharp opinions about the state of things right now. As for your game and an interesting first half, let's take a look at the numbers of note. What an effective job both of these teams have done running the football. Both have gone over 100 yards, and it's because both have committed to pounding the rock. Credit these coordinators with sticking to the game plan. And on that note, time to throw it back to our guys at the stadium.
They're lined up and ready to kick off this second half. From inside the 10, here he comes. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. Holly, what did you find out coming from the locker room?
Guys, coming out of the locker room, the Wildcats head coach told me he is thrilled with how this running back is performing to start the game. Late in this...
He lets one fly deep. And it's incomplete. They were looking for the huge gain on first down.
And that's a really good play. That's a bomb. That's thrown way down the field. A lot of time for me to do what? Get a little bit handsy, get my hands, force a PI. Stayed calm, did a nice job staying the course, got his hand on the football.
Makes the catch and he's free. Made a defender miss. Big play on that one as he works his way all the way to the 28-yard line.
I love this running back and the job he does once he has the ball in his hands on this screen pass. He was real patient. You got to allow these 300-pound offensive linemen to sort of collect themselves and stammer down the field and try to block some of these linebackers and DBs. And that's exactly what the running back did. Great job with patience.
First job for the QB a lot of times. Look at those safeties. Is it man or is it zone? Nice job. You could tell right away. He saw it was zone, understood where to go with the football, and that's why this offense had a positive gain right away.
And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
One of the big risks about being in an empty set is that you don't have tight ends or running backs helping you out in pass protection, and that time the quarterback got hit right before...
Finding some room. He'll get that one all the way down to the 4-yard line before he stopped.
And man, this is more of the same for this dude toting the pill. Like, they keep giving it to him, and he keeps producing. Another chunk play. Like, I don't expect that they'll... much to do with this offense, because every time they give it to him, he's chewing up some yards and good things are happening.
Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Looking for a man. It's Griffin. Touchdown, Wildcats! Quick strike through the air for the score.
And I think this is really the separators in good offense and great offense. Can you throw the football inside the 5-yard line with the tight windows? He can. Nice strike, nice catch, nice execution.
And with the extra point, they pushed the lead out a little further. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And they capped the drive with a 4-yard touchdown pass.
Number 48 set to kick this one away.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Here comes the Air Force offense back onto the field. Trailing by 3 touchdowns. If you're going to get back in it, David, the time to start is right now.
Got to start now. Defense giving up points on that last possession. Again, the offense is going to have to score, and Jesse probably scored pretty quickly.
Yeah, you got to go tempo. You're going to have to try to fit in as many plays as you can throughout the rest of this game. But I think more than that, you got to eliminate the negative plays. No more penalties and no more turnovers.
Running back searching for a hole. And he'll be smacked to the ground. If every journey begins with a step, this offense needs to step into a 3rd down conversion and then try to turn it into some scores, and fast. Here's the snap, itching to fire downfield. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down. And the Falcons will line up to punt it away. This will be the 5th kick of the night. Coverage team does a good job and touches it dead. No return on this one.
That's a great job downing the football, setting your defense up with great field position. A lot of times you let that thing bounce one too many times and it climbs in the end zone, but that was a good job of making sure you downed it and set your D up.
Well, ball security doesn't just apply to running backs and receivers. QB's got to keep 2 hands on the ball as well, and they're very lucky after that fumble that the offense jumped on.
Lost 5 on that first play, and now it's 2nd and 15. Gonna let it fly. And they can't hook up. Going for the big play on 2nd down. Now it's 3rd down.
That's just a better job by the defender. He knew he was going to get challenged in this game. He knew these receivers had speed, and they were going to test him. Nice job by that DB knocking it away.
Running inside. It's Cook. At the 15, he's loose. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a 1st down. The Wildcats come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Oh, better look out. Not much there. Picks up a couple to the 22.
Man, I go back to him again, too, man. I mean, just the big play, the play before, and they say, why not? Try it again, get it to their running back, try to create some space. Better job by the defense being gap sound, coming downhill, not letting him break tackles and make a big play.
Finds his man. It's Stevens. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the 1st. They'll try to muscle their way forward on 3rd and short from the 29. Dropping back, it's Griffin. And the rush will get to him at the 25. The Wildcats will have to send out the punt team. They'll boot it into the night sky for the 1st time. On the move, looking for a little sliver of hope. Everybody stays in their lanes well enough, and they stop him at the 31-yard line. The Falcons now set to take over on offense. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. They'll move the wide receiver. Trying play action. Pulls it in. It's Allen. And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line.
This coaching staff has really done a nice job marrying the play action game to their running game. That looked like that was going to be a run. Everything in that play said they're running the ball downhill. At the last second, quarterback pulled the football, and he was able to complete the throw.
Really nice pickup on that one as they get it to the 36. It'll be 1st down. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. Tight end now in motion. Pulled down for the tackle. They'll line up for a 2nd down play. Looking to fire. Got his man on the outside. Hit and brought down right at the line of scrimmage.
Wow, you saw the speed of the defense there. They're trying to spit this football out to the running back on the perimeter. And how about the defense able to get to him quickly to bring him down for no gain?
Got enough for the 1st. He'll come through on 3rd down as he's got enough, and they'll mark it at the 23. The Falcons pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. They're going to ride this running back. Solid pickup of 4 on 1st down and 2nd and 6. Sends it back in motion. Bounced off his feet.
And I understand what the offense is trying to do. Use the wide side of the field, right? Use all that space, pitch on the outside, get on the edge. But the defense was too disciplined. Great job setting the edge, not letting them get outside, making the big tackle.
He gets nothing. Nowhere to go, and it'll be 4th down. And they'll run the field goal unit back out there. This kicker has already banged a couple through. Never a doubt.
And listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trotting him out there.
Working the sidelines, Holly Rowe. What do you have, Holly?
Here on the Wildcats sideline, they are really hyping up their quarterback right now, guys. You know, they weren't exactly sure what to expect from this young player going into the game, but he has delivered over 200 yards passing. He has proven to be someone they can count on. The coaches keep telling him, poise, composure, keep it going. This young guy is showing what he's made of. Guys?
We'll keep an eye on that, Holly. And the Wildcats can really attack on this 2nd and short. From the shotgun, the inside give. And he'll have enough for the 1st down at the 42.
These RPO runs, they're like body blows. I like them because it just sort of chips away at a defense. You'll take these kind of gains all game long. You keep running the football this way, you're going to keep moving the sticks. You're going to keep driving this defense back, so keep at it with the RPO game.
The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage.
And offenses keep track of yards after catch consistently. There was none there. Nice job by the defense swarming to the football as soon as he caught it and getting him on the ground.
They drag him down behind the line of scrimmage, and boy, that hasn't happened very often. He has had a tremendous night.
Well, this guy's been eating them alive all game long. Finally, though, David, you wonder if the defense has been able to make some adjustments and find something positive to help slow this guy down.
Hey, baby steps, right? That's a tackle for a...
Picked it off, and this defense really needed something to go right. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception. Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. Ran through the contact, and he's able to shed one tackle, but still just a very short gain. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. To the air on 2nd down. Makes the grab. They get in the backfield and make the play, and that's how they'll finish off this 3rd period. As we head for the home stretch, take a look at these numbers, and they are impressive. One more period to go, and we'll see just how much fight they've got left in them. With the break, they had a little extra time to dial something up for this 3rd down play. From the gun, wants to pass. Unloads to the right. Makes the grab along the sidelines, and they get enough for the 1st down.
Offenses are doing such a great job now with putting so many wide receivers on the field that they get good matchups and they just attack you to make big plays.
The Wildcats used the first of their 3 timeouts. They still have a couple of timeouts to work with in this final quarter. And the Falcons have it with a 1st and 10. Nice move there. He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line, and a big red zone opportunity here. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Motion from the back. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Oh, look, Ma, one hand.
Well, that's about as impressive as a short gainer catch as you're ever going to see. I mean, didn't get the first, didn't go very far downfield, but it was pretty lucky. We caught it with one hand. I mean, I guess there's that.
He's got it on the move. Gets it inside the 5, down to the 4, and it'll be 1st and goal. The Falcons go back to work after moving the chains through the air. with the run on 1st and goal. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Falcons.
Wow, this offense, they have a lot of faith in this running back, knowing if they get down in this area of the field, he can get it done and he can answer the bell. 2 rushing touchdowns already for this offense.
And the extra point was good. Here's the return from inside his 10. He'll be stopped just short of the 25-yard line. They'll mark it at the 24, and good work by the coverage unit. Wildcats sending their offense onto the field. So that last touchdown made it a 2-possession game, but if this offense can do its job, they can put this one away. Plows through the defense.
Well, that's a double whammy for the offense. You've got the lead late in the game. You're trying to keep the clock ticking. Not only do you lose yards running the football, but you also went out of bounds, so you stop the clock, essentially helping out the defense.
The Wildcats want to move quickly. On 3rd and short, trying to impose their will and move the chains. They'll keep this drive moving by picking up the 1st down. They have it at the 36.
And this offense does it again on 3rd down. They have been so elite on 3rd down all game long. That's the money down. All the coaches talk about it every single time we meet with them. They've been brilliant at it. They've built the lead, and they've got a good chance to finish this one out if they keep that up.
And the Wildcats are flying down the field. And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop.
They've got a lead here in the 4th quarter, and there's certainly still plenty of football to go, but this is where you'd love to control the flow of the game, right? You want to dictate everything to the defense, and you do that by running the football. That was a really nice run. This offensive...
He's sacked. He'll lose a couple on that one as he tried to get back to the line of scrimmage.
They were trying to set up the screen. They were trying to take advantage of this pass rush, but man, that defender, he beat his guy so quickly, he just blew the play up.
Looking to throw, it's Griffin. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. They'll leave the offense out there to try to get it past the marker and pick up the 1st. On 4th down, they'll try to throw it. Plucks it out of the air. He's got enough for the 1st down, and they roll the dice and convert to keep this drive going. No hesitation, no trying to baby the ball in there. He just fired it complete.
4th down, no problem. I'm just going to rip this to my wide receiver. He believed in himself. He knew he could get it, and they get the 4th down conversion.
It's a point in the game, I think, as a coaching staff where you really challenge your offensive line to go win the football game, right? We've got a lead late. We're going to run the football, and the defense and everybody in the stadium knows that's what's going to happen. Can we...
And the defense gets home and makes a play at the 37-yard line. Defense has to be frustrated. The offense keeps matriculating and matriculating and matriculating the ball down the field. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
Yeah, and on money down defensively, you got to find ways to affect the quarterback. Nice job by the defense, getting the pressure, getting to him, getting a hit on him, and forcing the incompletion, and now forcing the 4th down.
How nice is it as a head coach to have a kicker like this? It makes these decisions on 4th down so much easier. Just strut him out there and let him stroke it through the uprights.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. And the Air Force offense ready to take over. Calls his own number. Short gain on the play before he slides. And the Falcons will hustle to the line.
And that wasn't a big game, but look at the offense. Right back on the ball, ready to call a play, ready to go fast.
They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. He lobs one high down the left side. Makes the grab on the big throw. Touchdown, Falcons. And the comeback is on.
Hey, man, I don't know what they talked about at the half, man, but this team is rolling, doing an unbelievable job getting the football, putting it in the end zone again, and how about the defense doing their job, Palmer? Momentum is crazy in college football, but here in the second half, they've come out and seized it.
Yeah, this has been a masterclass in complementary football. Offense doing their job, the defense getting off the field, giving it back to the offense, everything going their way. And you're right, in college football, we see momentum shifts all the time. All of the momentum, all of the good juju right now, clearly on their side.
Snags it, and there's running room. Really needed a play like that to get out of their own end. They move the chains. They mark it at the 29. 1st and 10 for the offense. Finds his man. It's Stevens. Timeout called here on defense, so they'll have a couple remaining in addition to the 2-minute stoppage to try to maximize time and get the football back. That last completion left them with 2nd and 3. Let's see how aggressive they are. They keep it on the ground. Clock is their friend. Turning it on. Smashes through the tackle. He got loose. Almost housed it. Finally dragged down at the 32. So they'll use a timeout here. 1 more remaining, and of course the 2-minute stoppage coming up as well. The Wildcats will snap it on 1st and 10. Back to pass. It's Griffin. Finds the tight end. They'll use a timeout on defense here. That's their final one. The clock stops just once more at the 2-minute mark.
You know, I know it seems like an easy pitch and catch, but for the tight end there, that route potentially changes if it's man coverage. So good job by him knowing it's zone. I'm just going to sit down. This is basically like a check down, right?
Could be an alley. That is just the kind of run you want when you're trying to close out a game. On 1st down from the 13-yard line. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs.
And this situation here on 2nd down is the exact situation this offense wanted to stay out of. You got the lead late in the ball game. You want to get positive yards, keep that clock ticking. Now in a situation, it's interesting. Do they want to throw the football? How much do they trust their quarterback not to make a mistake here late in the football game with the lead?
I think if you're offense here, the game boils down to this one play on 3rd down with the lead late. If you get the 1st down, that's ball game. There's not enough time left for the defense to get it back and go march down the field. So let's dial up our best play offensively. Let's make sure our best players are touching the football here.
They're a perfect 2 for 2 on 4th down. They'll go for the hat trick. Desperate to convert, and he'll throw it. Got it. He's got enough for the 1st down, and that ought to be enough to put them in victory formation for the rest of this one. They spun that wheel of fortune on 4th down and come up bankrupt. Well, this was an offensive showcase out there today. We thought it would be a high-scoring game, and it certainly delivered.
If you love offense, then you love this type of game. Both offenses going up and down the field, seemingly at will, throwing the ball, running the ball. But, David, I feel like if you're a fan of defense, maybe this wasn't your cup of tea.
More defense optional. You didn't really get too much of that stuff, but, you know, listen, you got to get a few stops late in the game. You got to get one stop with this many points that was being scored. You got the stop late. That's why you got the dub.
That's going to do it for us here. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, and